The little seeds growing dream in a sunny garden where butterflies fluttered and worms wiggled. There lived a tiny seed named Sprout. Sprout was small and round, with a shiny brown coat that glowed in the warm soil, and she loved nestling in the earth, listening to the hum of bees and watching daisies sway above. But Sprout had a big dream. She wanted to grow tall and find new friends to share her green leaves. One bright morning, the gentle raindrop named Plop dripped by and said, "Hello, Sprout. Why do you wiggle so happily today?" Sprout rolled and replied, "I want to grow and make friends." Plop sparkled and said, "I'll water you. Let's go." Sprout's coat twinkled as Plop soaked the soil, helping her push up a tiny green shoot, and they met a little worm named Wriggly burrowing nearby, who said, "Hi, seed. Why are you sprouting?" Sprout smiled, "I'm growing to find friends. Want to help?" Wriggly squirmed, saying, "I'm shy and stay underground," but Sprout nodded, "Wiggle by me. You're safe," and Wriggly tunneled beside her. Plop splashed them to a shady patch where a tiny snail named Slipper slid on a leaf, and Slipper said, "Hello, Sprout. What's that green shoot?" Sprout swayed, "It's me. I'm finding friends. Join us." Slipper hid in her shell, saying, "I'm slow and sticky," but Sprout twinkled, "Slide by my shoot. I'll guide you," and Slipper slithered along. Next, Plop rolled them to a sunny spot where a small ladybug named Dot crawled on a pebble, and Dot buzzed, "Hi, Sprout. Why are you growing?" Sprout spun, "I'm on a quest for friends. Come with us." Dot tilted her wings, saying, "I'm small and tire fast," but Sprout winked, "Rest on my shoot. You're perfect," and Dot hopped aboard. Plop carried them to a grassy corner where a baby caterpillar named Chewy munched a leaf, and Chewy said, "Hello, Sprout. What's that, Sprout?" Sprout rocked, "It's me. I'm making friends. Want to crawl?" Chewy wiggled, saying, "I'm nervous on new plants," but Sprout smiled, "Crawl by my leaves. We're a team," and Chewy crawled beside Sprout, Wriggly, Slipper, and Dot. Sprout felt braver and said, "I want to grow for everyone." Plop whispered, "Stretch high and bloom." Sprout pushed up, her shoot growing into a tall stem with bright green leaves, and Wriggly, Slipper, Dot, and Chewy clapped, cheering, "Your leaves are beautiful." Children tending the garden saw Sprout's stem and gasped, and a girl named Emma pointed, shouting, "Look, a sprout with friends." The children asked, "Who's growing?" And Sprout swayed, "I'm Sprout. I'm growing for friends. Want to see?" The children nodded, asking, "Can we water you?" Sprout twinkled, "Yes. Sprinkle and clap." Mia and her friends sprinkled water, clapping as Wriggly tunneled, Slipper slid, Dot buzzed, and Chewy crawled, and Mia said, "You're so brave, Sprout." Sprout's leaves glowed as the sky turned pink with sunset, and Plop said, "Sprout, it's time to rest." Sprout looked at the patch, spot, corner, and garden, saying, "I grew so tall and made so many friends." Plop hugged her with a soft drip, saying, "You're a tiny star." Sprout turned to her friends, asking, "Will you visit my leaves?" And Wriggly, Slipper, Dot, and Chewy nodded, cheering, "Yes." Mia waved, saying, "We'll water you, Sprout." Plop settled Sprout in her soil, and her friends stayed close to say goodbye. Sprout stood tall, feeling proud, saying, "I grew a garden." Wriggly squirmed, "You made us brave?" Slipper smiled, and happy. Dot buzzed, and fast. Chewy munched, and green. Sprout's heart felt full as she said, "You're all my leaves." That night, Sprout rested, dreaming of blooms, and the next day, Wriggly, Slipper, Dot, Chewy, and the children visited, tending the garden. The flowers sparkled with laughter, and Sprout's green leaves shone, knowing her growing dream had made everyone smile.